Next, a look at the increasingly popular fashion studies program at Chinook High School. In Karen Philpott's fashion studies class, students are encouraged to use their creativity and imagination.
So this is a chip dress made out of hickory stick bags. I just sewed them together and put this on top so it would stay better, and it's kind of noisy sometimes.
Karen's program covers a lot of ground.
Fashion Studies program includes a lot of different areas. We do textile arts, which is knitting and crocheting and beading. We also look at the whole business of fashion industry, fashion dynamics, looking at the history of fashion, retailing and marketing. And then we get into the sewing part. So we have some basic sewing skills, and then we can get into flat pattern and designing.
So this is First Nations beading. This one, this is kind of one of my first ones. I just decided to do like a butterfly and camouflage and a couple of different patterns just to try it out.
Whether it's beading, or learning how to handle a sewing machine or an embroiderer, or how to knit, Karen says these are all skills students can use throughout their lives.
Absolutely. This is a skill that we hope that people will take home and use throughout their life. I will get lots of graduates who will come back and say, "Hey, Karen, you'd be so proud of me. I made this bag, or I was able to do this." And that's what I'm hoping is, in fact, a lot of students that are doing knitting, and they ask if they can take the knitting needles home. And I said, yes, I want you to take this home and work on your stuff at home. Work with your mom, work with your grandma, work on something.
The Fashions program is part of Career and Technology Studies. At Chinook, its popularity has been increasing, even among some of the boys.
Really, it was just to fill one of my blocks, and it actually turned out to being actually kind of cool class. I guess I'm learning some life skills on like how to fix my own stuff and not always having to go buy something. Like if something breaks, I can always fix it, which can help out in the long run.
Gertrude is making a quilt. Right now she's just getting it set up so we can put it on the quilting machine. She spent about 3 weeks building the quilt, cutting it, putting the strips together, and now we're just at the finishing stages.
Karen says her program teaches independence, responsibility, and learning through making mistakes, and she urges her students to step out of their comfort zones and experiment with new ideas and approaches.
We celebrate our successes here. When somebody's finished a project, we stop, we recognize their project. They might do a little twirl with their dress, and we applaud because we know how hard it is to get to the point where you finished a project. And I am so proud of my students, and that's how we celebrate it.